Hey VC, what's up? Boris here, coming to you with another video, and this episode is again 7 for the week. So I told you I just have maybe time for one record per day, and yeah, I'm just sharing what I'm listening to recently, and hope you enjoy it. Oh, by the way, I'm currently I have this strange idea. I'm currently in the process digitizing all my DVDs. So I have tons of DVDs from years back, and imagine all those hundreds of DVDs fitting on one of those small SSD drives. I mean, it's insane. It's crazy. So let's get it started. Barbra Streisand, live at the Bonsoir. Yeah, no, Barbra Streisand, just for the, isn't she one of the, where people say it's just for the gay community singing? So she has an incredible voice, incredible jazz singer, in fact, in her early days. It's from November 1962. Yeah, this kind of, I mean, she's special in how she's bringing a song to you, this kind of musical style somehow here and there. But I really enjoyed that one. Fantastic recording, by the way, quality-wise, can't complain, and yeah, I'm digging that. Next up is Elton John. 17/11/70. It's one of his early recordings. It's a live recording, and with this thing you get an idea how it might have been listening to Elton John in his early days, firing through all his cannons live, doing this crazy stuff on the piano, and really liking that. And of course I was influenced visiting his last concert, that I came back to Elton John, and in fact bought 2 additional records from him, and this is one of them, and really enjoying that one. Next one is again Elton John, Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. I guess this record has not to be introduced. It's one of his very well known, has some biggies on it, and it's great, highly enjoyable. And look at this cover. Isn't that beautiful? I have no idea if you get some glare on the, because I'm filming that with my phone. If you can't see it, but most probably you know it. Yeah, next up is some jazz. Donny McCaslin, I Want More. This is a quite recent one, a quite modern recording. If you want to, so it has a lot of course he's a sax player, and it has a lot of electronic stuff with him, and his kind of playing somehow reminds me in some cases of Shabaka Hutchins, if you're familiar with him. Shabaka and the Ancestor, most probably you know him if you're into jazz. Really like this one. Donny McCaslin came quite early to music because I think his father was a musician, and he started playing in his band, and yeah, fantastic record. Really enjoying it and highly recommend it. Next one, Ryuichi Sakamoto, 12, the last album before he passed away. And yeah, this album really moved me, because if you're listening to it and you know the story of Sakamoto, knowing that he's ill from cancer, knowing that he won't make it, that he will die, but still he had so much music in him, he had to let it out, and those are most of the time quite short pieces. The first one, I think it's the first one, for example, you hear some deep breathing in the back, and it's really touching, and I love that one. It's really good, even if it's sad somehow, but hard to imagine being a composer, a musician, and really thinking about music, and the last thing you're doing is still music, because you have to do it, you have to transport something, you have to say something. It's amazing. Next up is, okay, it's faking because it's not 7 for the week. This is a box set. Dorothy Ashby with strings attached. Again, jazz. And jazz with a harp. Don't want to go too much into detail. I think it was discussed in the VC also for quite some time. Again, yada yada, directly remastered from original analog tapes, Kevin Gray, Palace recording, blah blah blah. Yes, the recording is exceptional, high quality, and it's really fun concentrating or really being aware that there's a harp in the back, and the harp used to be an instrument for jazz, which today it's not the first thing you think of if you're thinking about jazz. And yes, this one is a lot of fun. Yeah, last but not least, you know, I'm a big Art Pepper fan. I just started listening again to my Art Pepper records. I have several from them. This just one, it's the collection, so it's a compilation, and I'm on an Art Pepper trip. It came to my mind, maybe I should look if I can get his whole discography, because if you ask people for their favorite sax players, most of them will say Coltrane or something like that. Yes, I like Coltrane a lot, but Art Pepper is pretty high in my ranking, together with Hank Mobley, actually. Can't say that Coltrane is #1 for me, but it doesn't matter, so to each their own. Of course, Coltrane was sensational, and he was a pioneer with his spiritual stuff and technique, blah blah blah, whatsoever. Really digging Art Pepper, really digging the so-called West Coast style he's playing, and I think he's phenomenal. And I'm really looking forward to another record, which is, I'm expecting in the mail from him. Again, I was searching the Discogs, you know how all those things end. Yes, you have less money and more records and still no space, and it's a bloody mess. Yeah, what else? Nothing, actually. Oh, maybe, by the way, most recently I have some crazy ideas. I'm thinking about another YouTube channel, but actually it will have nothing to do with music, and it will have nothing to do with records. It should be about photography. Way back in one of my videos, I was telling you that I'm really into photography. I'm really into analog photography. I'm doing 35mm, medium format, large format, blah blah blah. I have my own darkroom, etc. Pay. And I know that there are tons of photography channels out there, but yes, somehow it got me that I'm thinking about maybe I should do that, just because it's another one of my main interests, and I have really fun, and I'm currently planning to maybe get again a digital camera. First of all, for videos, because I'm also enjoying making movies, so small films, I realized that when I was on holiday that it's really fun, and it's insane what today is possible with a phone, or even more than with a serious camera, let's say. And yes, buying one of those more actual modern models for video taking as well as for photography, and starting again practicing more, because I'm somehow stuck in my photography, and I will never give up on analog, and it will always be my main photography, but it's time consuming shooting, being stuck to one ISO setting, um, developing the film, and so on. It's takes much longer, and I'm quite limited in time compared to digital. And if I'm in the process trying to figure something out, trying to learn something, I think digital might be a good idea. At least I think it in the moment. So maybe let me know in the comments, what do you think about my idea of this other channel. Okay, most of you guys are not into photography, but maybe someone is interested, and just tell me. More than that, yes, I'm going back to my digitizing stuff now. It's hell of time consuming as well. And I'm just realizing I had so... there was a time I was really into those horror movies. That's Evil Dead 2, limited edition, The Beyond, limited edition. Warning, the shocking and violent nature of this film may be too intense for some viewers. They don't know the news and the internet from 2023, and it's kind of funny, actually, if you see those movies today. Nevertheless, guys, girls, take care. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.